Hello, thanks for tuning in. And today I'm going to tell you how to start a home daycare. If you have been thinking about starting a home daycare, I'm going to tell you the steps to go by and what you can expect with a home daycare, how to grow your business, and all that good stuff. But the first thing you need to do is to pick up the phone and call Department of Human Services and in your state and ask them the requirements for becoming a home daycare provider or / child care provider, because that's what your title will be, child care provider. And they'll be glad to get you started on that. Now, the first thing I think you need to do after you make that phone call, or either maybe before you make that phone call, is to make sure that you're a patient and caring person, because they really expect for you to be a patient and caring person. You're not just opening up a home daycare for the money. You're opening up a home daycare because you care about children and you're a patient with children, because that's why you will be called a child care provider, because you will be very caring and patient. Now, when you take that, you're going to have to take an orientation class, at least in the state of Tennessee. It is a 4-hour class, and they're going to tell you everything you need, what they expect of you as a child care provider, just all types of things. You'll be seeing films. People will be getting up talking and lecturing, but it's very detailed, because children are serious and they want to make sure that you know what you're doing, and that this is really what you want to do. Now, after you take that orientation class, it's not over. You will have to have people come to your home, because it's a home daycare, and so they got to make sure that your home is really qualified enough to keep children in your home. So your home, of course, has to be clean. So you're going to get people to come by your home. They're going to inspect your home, and one of the people that will come by will be a code enforcement. Code enforcement will come by, and they're mostly just making sure things are no holes in the walls, or they want to make sure you got a fire extinguisher, because if a fire breaks out, they want to make sure that you can put that fire out and get those get the children out, of course, and then get the fire out. So they want to make sure that you have everything that you need. And it's best to read all your paperwork, because you don't want them to keep coming back and forth. I didn't have my fire extinguisher in the right place, and so they had to come back. So just make sure that you got everything where it needs to be, and so when the inspectors come, you're ready. They don't have to keep coming back and forth, and you can get your business started. Now, you will have to have CPR. That is one of the requirements. You will have to go and take a CPR class, because if something happens, you need to be able to try to save that child's life before the paramedics get there. So that's very important, that CPR. So there are numerous things you'll have to do, but the bottom line is, once they get through inspecting your home, you are ready to keep children in your home. And before they can put that stamp on it, you're going to have to childproof your home. You're going to have to make sure that the outlets are covered. The stove, you're going to have to make sure you get those covers for the knobs, and you can also get the covers for the top of the stove. They have covers for all of that. To me, I think when you open up a home daycare, just think childlike. That's how I thought. And I even got, the childlike chairs, the table. You can get sturdy tables. They don't have to be those very plastic cheap tables. I went to Toys R Us, and that's where I got most of my things when I opened up a home daycare, because I did want sturdy furniture for the children, and I wanted good furniture. But now, if it's not in your budget, you can go by different places like Walmart, and they may have some plastic tables and plastic chairs, and so you probably can do that. But just think childlike. They're going to want you to have enough space to keep children. You got to have enough space to keep children. Now, in speaking of children, you can only keep up to 7 unrelated children. You can keep at least 5 to be licensed, but you can keep no more than 7 unrelated children. So that's very important to remember. You just can't go in there and just keep as many kids as you want. There are requirements and rules and regulations for keeping children in your home, and you cannot go over that because the state will be coming on a regular basis making sure that you don't do that. So, don't do anything that will cause your business to be shut down. I had my business from 1995 to 2000 when my child, started school. And so I gave them a month notice, gave all the parents, I don't know what happened. I gave them a month notice, but it seemed like they say they didn't believe me. So, but give them a month notice, I think, so because they need enough time. It takes time to find another child care provider. And if you know someone that's pretty good, you can also recommend them to that person. So, be considerate. If you're doing it just until your children get in school, be considerate and give them plenty of time to find another child care provider. So, just, go by the rules, do what you're supposed to do, and also know that when you're keeping children in your home, you can always get paid for the food. The state has a food program, and if you need help feeding those children, they have a food program and they will reimburse you. So you would buy the food and then they will reimburse you. They will give you a check, a reimbursement check. And of course, then you got more inspectors coming to your home because they're going to inspect and they're going to see how you're treating your children. And so there's it's always, people are going to be always coming to your home, inspecting the more, you involve more into your home. But it's nothing wrong with that. If you need help feeding the children, that's a great way because you don't want, you want the children to eat. Because it's about the children. It's not about the dollars. It's about the children. So just think about that. And with the food program by the state, you will have to serve what they say, serve in your home. They're going to give you a menu, and you serve what they say. And they're very strict. It's no flimsy food. I had to serve things like I serve baked chicken, stewed apples, spinach, sometimes greens, but now of course I use canned goods. But they want those children eating good. The state of Tennessee, where I am, they wanted those children eating good, and it was fine. It is good for children to eat good, and so I got reimbursed, and so it was no problem. So you can get help if you're thinking about keeping children in your home. For so many reasons, daycare maybe it's too expensive, and so you're saying maybe I can just keep my children and a few other children in my home. Well, that's a great idea for you because that's what I did. My husband at that time, we both decided that it would be a great idea because daycare was just too expensive for 2 children. And so as a child care provider, you get to set your hours. You get to set the prices, and of course you want to be lower than the daycare centers, and so it will work out. You just have to be patient. Have to know how to get it started. When you're getting started, you want to know how am I going to get my children in? Well, some things to remember is you need to do some things that are different than what everybody else is doing. If everybody else is open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., well, you may have to do some extended hours or extra day. And what I did, I opened up an extra day. I added a Saturday because I noticed I wasn't getting any phone calls. I was putting flyers out. I had my ad in the newspaper, and I wasn't getting many calls. But as soon as I said Saturday, all kind of phone calls start coming in because you got beauticians working on Saturday. You got people that work in the hospital work on Saturdays. So you may have to do something different. You just get creative so you can grow your business at home. You can always do half off your first week. You can always do that. And if they have more than one child, you can offer a discount. If whatever you're charging, you can offer a discount. That's a good idea. A good way to get children in. You can always have a cookout and have your neighbors come over. tell them that you're getting ready to start at home daycare and what you're going to offer. And so it's just numerous things that you can do. You just have to get creative, and you can actually grow your business. And it's going to start off slow. It started off very, very slow for me, very, very slow. But I watched other people, and I attended workshops. And when I attended workshops, a lot of times I would get people's numbers, and they'll say, well, I got a waiting list, and if somebody just can't wait, I'll give them your number. So you want to get out there and network, because you will have to attend educational workshops, because you're more than just a babysitter. You're a child care provider.